is pacing here, find his openings. But it was drivers too from Gunther here.
Oh, first goes Miguel.
And now, there's the opening for Bhupinder Gunther.
And now Gunther going to the corner.
Oh, now Gunther here. Climbing up to the top rope. Looking to set up the X Division champion here. Iris put it behind the wall.
Over the splash. And Miguel gets out of the way.
Now Miguel lining him up.
Oh, Miguel with an absolute blitz here. Oh, stop right to the back.
And once again, the X Division champion, cool and confident in firm control.
And now Miguel is going up to the top turnbuckle, trying to turn things around on Bhupinder Gunther. Going out. Whoa! Looks like he set up the meteor and able to roll through.
Gunther able to move out of the way, but not for long here.
Kick right to the face. Lightning spiral right on the neck of Gunther. Miguel wins. The winner of this match, Trey Miguel.
Miguel wins, looks good doing it, and heads into Against All Odds with a lot of momentum.
The third longest reigning Impact X Division champion of all time continues to build momentum.
Stop!
So hold it up high. Your fans
Don't mess with that.
need it. Flash. Because you know saving time is never as important as cherishing it. Look.
But how much is myth and how much is true? I'm Richard Rudgley, and I've made it my business to delve into our history, to try to find out what makes us who we are today. Previously, I travelled back to the Stone Age and discovered that we were just as clever then as we are now. And I've explored the Dark Ages and found that our pagan ancestors were not primitive savages. Now I want to add another piece to our historical puzzle. I want to explore that elusive part of our past that we call Celtic. Even after 2,000 years, a mythical Celtic world still grips the popular imagination. But I think very few people understand who the Celts actually were, or what their legacy truly is. If you ask most people, they'd probably say the Celts lived in Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Their descendants are the kind of people you might spot at traditional Highland games in Scotland. Some people have no doubts about being a Celt. Are you a Celt? Yes. Yes. I did see my thoughts of any nation that had a sort of a strong clan set up, I mean, I think that's where you find the Celts. Clan is a Gaelic word for children. Here in Scotland, it means a tribal family.
You know, and I think it's Scotland and Celt are very similar things. Although I think there's Celts in Wales and Ireland as well, isn't there?
I can't speak for what is a Celt, but I can speak for there's a lot of pride in Wales. That's why we're in St David's Kilt, and we're proud of our language, you know, and we're really gofalu about popeth ar y dyfodol. We're going to look after everything in the future.
So a Celt is someone living on the fringes of the British Isles, who has red hair, wears a tartan kilt, and speaks a Celtic language like Welsh or Gaelic. But then these people also believe they're upholding Celtic tradition. Not a Scottish or a Welsh one, but a British one. There's not a kilt or caber in sight as these modern-day druids celebrate the autumn equinox.
I feel that Celtic is a culture that was absorbed by the people of this land during the Iron Age, and the Druids were really part part of that culture.
Bounty of the boundless heavens.
Here, our Celtic heritage is thought to be pagan, British, and essentially spiritual.
People see it as poetic, artistic, having an awareness that certain parts of the landscape held certain spirits, certain deities, the spirits of waterfalls and springs and streams, for instance. I think this really captures people's imagination.
These modern-day Druids believe they are connecting with a mystical Celtic past and the pagan spirits of the earth.
Spirits of the West, to which our ancestors used to sacrifice in the streams, the rivers, the lakes, and in the bogs where the water meets the earth. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
But hang on, before we buy into this idea of the Celts as simply pagan, let's not overlook the X factor. In Ireland, possibly the place we most associate with the Celts, there's a whole other Celtic legacy, not pagan, but Christian. And if there's one thing that really shouts Celtic, it's a priceless treasure locked away in Trinity College, Dublin.
So it's very much a Georgian building. Now the first floor there is called the Long Room, and it houses one of the most beautiful and indeed valuable artifacts from the early Christian period, known as the Book of Kells. Now the Book of Kells is basically a transcription of the four Gospels, but it's decorated in a very ornate High Celtic style.
Made by Irish monks in the 9th century, the Book of Kells can still stagger us with its beauty. Its swirling patterns and intricate knotwork define the very look we recognise today as Celtic art. A style now so familiar that it's a Celtic cliché, seen on tea towels and jewellery across the world. And here in Ireland there's another cliché, that there's a special kind of character that's uniquely Celtic. It's all about hospitality, drinking, music, and the gift of the gab. It seems to me that people can claim a Celtic link to confirm all kinds of things. A passionate national identity, a romantic pagan past, even a deep Christian spirituality. But what does any of this have to do with the ancient Celts? I want to reveal the true story of the Celts and discover why their world still evokes such passion today. My quest starts here in the Long Room in Trinity College, Dublin. Its library walls are stacked with manuscripts and translations of ancient Roman and Greek texts. They were copied by hand by the same monks who created the Book of Kells. In these books,